my Finan left. It's Miss Finan D coming to you all from Vienna Entertainment News.
Okay, can anyone guess where I am? I am in Restoration Hardware in the children and baby section. When I tell you I'm getting my complete life because I haven't done a nursery for Brooklyn and now I can. And I want to show you guys all these beautiful.
Okay, I just had to jump in real quick. Before you get too worried, the camera is always flipped in the opposite direction. So this is Kenya, wedding finger. She is still wearing her wedding band. And Portia had an event last night. You might get this video the next day, so the night before then. But Portia had an event, which I'm going to do a separate video about. And these are all the ladies at the event. And as you can see, Kenya Moore is clearly wearing her wedding ring. And if you go to her Instagram page and you look on her Instagram page, her name is still Kenya Moore-Daly, okay? She still have wife in her bio. And then, of course, the same places that have been reporting all of these different, stories about Kenya and Mark are now reporting that, she called the divorce off. You know what? We're going to get into that. Let me just continue in the live because I'm sure you guys want to see our adorable Brooklyn. And trust me, she's coming, okay? She's definitely coming because she was there too. So let's go ahead and continue.
And I want to show you guys all these beautiful options. So just look at this. You guys vote. We're going to take a picture and then you vote which one you like the best. So this is one of the rooms. That's a changing table. And that's a crib. This one is a little masculine. And then we have this little setup. As you can see, they have the little fake taxidermy on the wall. And all the animals. This is kind of like an animal theme. We even have a little elephant. Oh, we have to give Brooklyn this elephant. That is the cutest. I didn't see the elephant. This is
they have a bunch of different animals of the little.
And I'm just going to show you this. Please, my heart be still. So this isn't a crib. It's kind of like a daybed situation, but it's so beautiful. And look at the mirrors on the wall. Oh my gosh. And then that is a tapestry on the back. And then mirrors on this wall with the sconces that are everything. And then you have a chandelier. Isn't this gorgeous? Look at this. So then here is my favorite, these wall decals. Look at that, guys. Can you see? That is another daybed situation. But how beautiful is this room? And then as we walk back this way, here's another situation. Look at that. And look at these little handmade art pieces. And a beautiful chair. And look at this crib. How is that? You like that? Again, I love elephants because it's part of Brooklyn's culture, being part Indian. And elephants are significant in their culture, and I just love it. And then look at this room. So there's a bassinet in it. There's a changing table. And look at this wall, guys. This is like linen, and it has the nail heads, and it has the, things you can pin. I love this. I didn't see this one before. This one is pretty too. This one with the nail heads. I like that. And then here's a beautiful chandelier and the angel wings. Now we have to just behold that.
The ombre versions of those are really cute.
Of the what?
The wings.
I didn't see that.
Pink at the edge. And
I have to see that. White. Can you guys just see how beautiful? This is one of the prettiest. Come this way, guys. Where did they go? They left me.
I think she was getting fidgety in the stroller.
Oh, she was.
Taking her for a little walk.
This
is coming, I promise, but I had to jump in again. Kenya was like, bleep your little walk. This is my heartbeat, my heartstring, my miracle baby, I need to see you and her at all times. I don't care. Come this way, guys. Did you hear the lady in the background? Either that was like her family or the person that was there helping out, but she was like, she was doing A, B, and C in the stroller. I was just taking her for a little walk, and Kendra was like, yeah, walk or not, I need to walk over here where I can basically keep my eye on the situation. Now, I don't blame her. I do not blame her, okay? That woman almost died for her daughter. And even if she didn't, that is still her child. But anyways, let's continue. I just had to speak on that real quick.
This room is, so this is traditional, guys, so I'm struggling. This is actually a room. Can you see this? Can you see, look at this crown. Like, look at the details. Look at this little crown.
And those are the ones you can put your child's name on it.
Oh, we have to get one of these. Are you writing this down? I need this.
I got it.
I need this one. Oh, and look, this is an initial, another K. Kendall, my niece Kendall is here, so she's going to love that. And then just look at this little chair. Look at the rug. Look at the little poofs. But I love this bunk bed situation, even though we can't do bunk beds. She's too young. And then look at the hearts. How amazing is this, guys? Like, I'm not getting you. Look at this. And then this is as big as a master bedroom, though. Like, you have to have a lot of space to do something like this. Okay, let's go to another room. Let's see. I want to go back to the where the 4 chairs are.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Brooklyn, did you decide on which one you wanted? Brookie? Which one? Let me see. Did you decide which one you wanted? Which one? Which one? Say, I'm 11 months. I just turned 11 months. Okay, look, she's putting her pacifier in her mouth. She's like, okay, Mom. So let me show you guys this. We saw this wall. This is the room that just look at this. Oh, they're having tea. They're pretending to have tea. Look at this little miniature chair. And did you guys see this? Of course, that's for dramatic effect, but, and then look, this is the same pattern as the tapestry we saw earlier on the wall. Look how comfortable this bed looks. Lisa, this is how I make my bed, except I don't put this extra blanket on it. Look at this. Look at the details. Look at the details. Oh my God, I'm dying. And do you guys see that this is like a golden, antique-ish finish? And all of the accessories in my house are silver, but I think I'm going to do Brooklyn's Nursery. I'm going to mix her metals. I'm going to do silver and gold and antique gold. But look at this crib. How beautiful is that? And then look at the little lamb, little sheepy sheep. Okay, I just wanted to show this. So you can just behold. Now that is a bed for a princess. That is a bed. That is a bed. Look at this. Brooklyn said, now that's a bed. I heard her. I think I really like this too because it's so soft and it has a little gray heart. And you guys know I love grays and whites. My whole house is gray and white and black. Okay, that's it. Now we have to decide. We're going to ask Miss Brooklyn. Which one do you want, baby? Which one do you want? Huh? Tell me. Tell mommy. Yeah, yeah. I know exactly which one you're talking about. Yeah, that one? Okay, done. Done. So Brooklyn already said which one she wants, so that's the one she's gonna get.
Okay, so we got to see our adorable Brooklyn and basically Kenya shopping. So I know there's always points of every Instagram live that she does that people, nitpick at. So it's gonna be like, oh, why is she just now doing the nursery for Brooklyn? She's almost a year old and all of that. It's not like she doesn't have her own room or a nursery or things like that. But Kenya is a very hands-on person. Yes, she's Kenya Moore. She could have her assistant and do the work. She could have hired a designer to do everything. But did we watch the show? Because in as much as she hired professionals to come and, complete more manner, there were a lot of episodes where we saw her digging dirt, picking up wood. She was very hands-on in that process, okay? We can't forget this post on November 8th of 2018 when Kenya posted herself days after having Brooklyn riding around, okay, in the store.
This is how we do a Target run. Let's hope she don't crash into anything.
When she, needed to be somewhere sitting her butt down and healing, okay? And she wrote, Moore-Daly came early, and the reality is it will take weeks for me to be able to walk without excruciating pain of a C-section and to heal from the multiple cuts to my uterus. Needed to get her some premium items, so of course, off to Target we went. My Aunt Lisa is so afraid supposed to be in bed. My point, okay? She's supposed to be in bed, but here she is in Target. She have assistants. She got family, friends. She got a lot of people that would have been happy to go to the store for her. But because she's such a hands-on person, here she is putting her life in danger to get some clothes. So that right there is the reason why I'm like, that's why she's doing her nursery now. Because she was like, I have to do it myself. I got to be hands-on. So I know that when she was pregnant for Brooklyn, she was sick. Yes, she, went to certain events here and there, but she was going through a lot and she was high risk, okay? And so I'm sure she wasn't trying to be around certain things. So now that, she's healthy and back to herself again and all of that, it makes sense, to create Brooklyn Room the way that she really wants to, without going through all of those, sicknesses and things she was going through when she was pregnant with Brooklyn. She wants to be hands-on. Also, you can say, okay, she's been splitting her time between New York and Atlanta, and because of that, it's like, okay, Brooklyn has a beautiful room in both places, but have they really created that type of, vibe that they feel like is great for Brooklyn because she's going back and forth? So some people might say, okay, now that there's a separation going on, so Kenya feels like, okay, now it's the time to create Brooklyn Room. People would dissect anything. My thing is, I'm with the point that she was pregnant. She had all of complications. And, now she's back to herself. Also, or she was probably like, she's a baby. She's going to be in my room anyways. The bassinet and everything going to be in here. Okay, so when she gets to the age where she's getting to be a big girl, then we're going to, create her room, the way that it should be, because now she's a big girl and she can, have her room and all of that. But as a baby, yes, the nursery is cool and it's nice most of the time. The baby is in your room, especially if you have that big mansion. Who's going to walk all the way across the hall because the baby is crying? Just bring her crib, her bassinet, and everything right in your room, and it just make it easier, But whatever the reason is, bottom line is Brooklyn is getting a beautiful room, and that's all that matters. So for those of you who support Kenya more and are not aware of this video, I thought I'd do a quick video about it and let you know that Bravo caught up with Kenya, and there's this cute video on bravo.com. I've included the link in the description below. The link is right above the link to the new YouTube channel, the second channel, basically my backup channel. So go ahead and click that link, watch that little cute video, and then come back. Let's talk about it. For those of you, okay, well, welcome back. All right, you got to see our adorable Brooklyn with her cute self and her mother, Kenya Moore, just laid back, basically catching up with Bravo. Now, I went ahead and wrote myself some notes, so we're going to quickly talk about what Kenya talked about in that video. She talked about how she's been gone for a year, from the show, and how she and Mark been married for 2 years. She talked about how she had a baby, and you would get to see Mark on the show. And this was around when Brooklyn had just turned 10 months. All right, and Kenya talked about how she almost died. We've heard that story, when she had Brooklyn. But the good news is, of course, she's alive, and Brooklyn is alive, and how Brooklyn is just crawling everywhere, standing up, running around, claiming on the bed, and how she's just the happiest baby, which is true. Most mothers brag on their kids, but this we can attest to. Brooklyn is always smiling, always happy, and all of that. Even in her moments where, she might not be the happiest, she's still adorable, okay? So Kenya talked about that. She also talked about how Brooklyn is going to be an Olympian one day, or a star athlete, because she is very strong. I mean, we've seen her swimming, with her dad and all of that.
1, 2, 3. Yeah!
Look at that smile! You're a superstar!
Alright, so now we're gonna sing Humpty Dumpty.
So I don't put that past Brooklyn, okay? And video by saying, I can't begin to tell you how happy I am in my life. I have this fairy tale life, or do I? She's so smart for adding that, or do I? And basically she ended the video by saying, watch the show, you will soon find out. And I'm like, Bravo, this is cute and all, but I hope this little video y'all done put on your website, that this ain't it, okay? I hope on the show we actually get to see a tiny bit of a flashback to what Kenya Moore been, doing or going through. I posted almost an hour of footage from her baby shower, so I'm sure, hopefully, Bravo, got the rights to some of the, professionally shot footage from that, and they get not a whole long episode of that, just when they flash back on what she's been up to, that for the people who didn't get to see my video, or didn't get to see certain aspects of her life on a major, scale, that they flash back to that. They flash back to, her giving birth to Brooklyn, and just certain things that she would have been able to share, had she, did the whole wedding special and baby special and all of that. But yeah, that time where she chose her marriage over millions of dollars, millions of dollars on wedding special, baby special. Yes, the time where she put her marriage first, and her husband first, and everything first. For the people who saying she chose, this life over her marriage, yes, she put everything else first for a few years to build a solid foundation, and then now it's like, let's go ahead and get this money. But anyways, that's a different video. Let's move on. Okay, so, but either way, no big deal. She's back on the show, and that's all that matters. Most of you are aware that now Kenya and Mark are separated. I'm sure this video was done before the separation, but like I said, until I see people in court, filing papers, divorce finalized and all of that, then maybe I would start, believing it. But until then, I'm chilling, because there's always hope. And then also, apart from these just adorable screenshots that I took from the video, Kenya also posted this picture of, and she captioned the picture bawling, the baby emoji, baby Brooklyn, miracle baby. I stopped covering the whole stuff with Kenya and Mark because every other day is something new. First it was argument at their joint event together, then it was a fan approached them while they were trying to have family time, and Mark got mad and was like, oh, we can't even have time to ourselves, and that's why they broke up. Then it was, oh no, the secret ex-wife and kids, which are all lies. Kenya Moore knows he have kids. Then it was, no, not a secret ex-wife. He actually have a girlfriend that he had a kid by on Kenya, and this is a girlfriend he's had for a long time, a woman that he's madly in love with, and he's been cheating on Kenya this whole time allegedly. Then it was like, oh no, not that. He had multiple affairs with women that he's no longer with, but that's why this whole thing happened. Then it was like, oh no, not that. Are you tired yet? Exactly. Oh, Kenya Moore have sworn of black men. She's not going to date white men. Then it's like, oh no, not that. Mark and Kenya are actually back together. She called off the divorce because he moved into Moore Manor. He showed up in a U-Haul truck and he's there now. And you know what? All of the stories about him cheating are wrong. They're false. The same blog pages reporting that he cheated are now saying, oh, it's a lie, and he and Kenya, they're back together, and he's going to continue to run his business in New York, but his family comes first, so he's back. And it's just every other day there's something else. And that's why I say, you know what? I'm just going to leave it alone. We're going to wait to watch the show, or unless Kenya show us something different. But like I said previously, ring is still on. Daly is still in her bio. Wife is still in her bio. Yes, these are just words that she could edit out anytime, but they're still there. So, like I said, I still have hope. And you know what? There's still 1 or 2 more episodes left for them to film for this season. You still have the reunion. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. That's going to include Mark and Kenya, coming together. And then maybe next season is going to be focused on them planning their, their vow renewal or not. Whatever the case might be, it's just too much. And all these different stories, I'm like, you know what? Let's just focus on the positive and what she's doing, like I've always done. And let's just fall back. Because if not, we are going to drive ourselves crazy with all of these different stories. One day not together, the next day, oh, they're back together. So that's that. But overall, I'm wishing Kenya and her family absolutely nothing but the best. I did the same thing with Portia. There was so much going on with her story. I eventually left it alone and said, I won't be surprised if Portia have her ring back on and everything turns out to be good. And guess what? I was right. So I'm going to just leave Kenya situation alone and just focus on, of course, what I always do, what's going on in her life. All right. So on that note, like I said, I'm wishing her family nothing but the best. At the end of here, my final loves, thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.